but is it really for the best? They said I'll get more sleep, but I ain't getting any rest. Ooh, nothing's changed in a way, it's getting way worse, way worse. Ooh, don't think I'm doing myself any favors, favors. Since I kicked the bottle, kicked the bag, scratched the Broadway off the map, maybe that'd work if I was someone else. Kicked the strangers out my bed, kicked the voices out my head, did my best, but I just can't kick myself. These random ways won't never die. Lord knows that my mama tries, but I just can't kick myself. Everybody on the outside, it's easy looking in. Probably think I'm doing great, like, take a look at him. He's gone and straightened up now. He's finally walking lines. I ain't lying, I was probably doing fine before. Kick the bottle, kick the bag, scratch the Broadway off the map. Maybe that'd work if I was someone else. Kick the strangers out my bed, kick the voices out my head, did my best, but I just can't kick myself. Beat myself and I, these random ways won't ever die. Lord knows that my mama tries, says son, go get some help. What I do, exactly what they told me to. Kick the shit that I used to use, but I just can't kick myself. Kick the bottle, kick the bag, scratch the Broadway off the map. Maybe that'd work if I was someone else. Kick the strangers out my bed, kick the voices out my head, did my best, but I just can't kick myself. Beat myself and I, these random ways won't ever die. Lord knows that my mama tries, says son, go get some help. What I do, exactly what they told me to. Kick the shit that I used to use, but I just can't kick myself. There was a day Jack and Jim didn't know me from Adam, and Eve wasn't some what's her name in my bed. It's like out of the dark, I saw the neon flashing, heard the snake on my shoulder give me the go-ahead. So I had my first sip, and I didn't stop there, I swear. From the time I wake up to the time I lay down, it's the devil's playground everywhere that I look. Swear it's there in my blood, I was born to be lost. A lot of lines that I crossed, little more than I should. I'm losing me too. Pretty eyes and the proof. He knew what I battled, he knew what would tempt me. He threw out the apple, said let there be women and let there be whiskey. Wish I could take all these troubles and put them back in a bottle. Wish I could take all them girls and take them home. Swear it's all in the past until I do it tomorrow. When am I gonna learn? I guess I probably won't. I can't leave them alone. From the time I wake up to the time I lay down, it's the devil's playground everywhere that I look. Swear it's there in my blood, I was born to be lost. A lot of lines that I crossed, little more than I should. I'm losing me too. Pretty eyes and the proof. He knew what I battled, he knew what would tempt me. He threw out the apple, said let there be women and let there be whiskey. I do good for a second, then I can't help myself. It makes it look like heaven till I end up in hell. Hell, from the time I wake up to the time I lay down, it's the devil's playground everywhere that I look. Swear it's there in my blood, I was born to be lost. A lot of lines that I crossed, little more than I should. I'm losing me too. Pretty eyes and the proof. He knew what I battled, he knew what Said let there be women and let there be whiskey.
She shot me, bang bang, she shot me, she shot me, she shot me, bang bang, she shot me, she shot me, she shot me, bang bang, she shot me, she shot me, she shot me, bang bang. There she goes again, the dope is Ethiopian. In other words, she came through exploding in the podium, dynamite, Napoleon, like sodium mixed with petroleum. Slowly but surely, she was walking toward me. Cut the combo short, cause she had to wake up early. But continuing the story, don't worry, she gave me digits for her BlackBerry. A very handsome is what she said, and the way she looked in my eyes. Put me to bed. Oh my, I should've known what she said to me on the phone. You do not know me very well, but I would never hurt a fly. Then she aimed for my chest with love in her eye. Then she aimed for my chest with love in her eye. She was walking around with a loaded shotgun, ready to fire me a hot one. You went bang, 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 straight to my heart. Oh, I could've walked away, stood my ground and let her spray. She shot me, she shot me. She's so hot, she's a scorpion, killing me softly, Lauren or Kevorkian. Couldn't tell if she's cuckoo or corky when asked her name, and she said, call me 10. Testing, testing, things just got more interesting. She's resting, a vesting, double-breasted holster, a very western toaster. She ain't nothing kosher. She lets me closer, hotter than a pepper-crusted samosa. While I tried to keep my composure. She was walking around with a loaded shotgun, ready to fire me a hot one. It went bang, 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 straight to my heart. Oh, I could've walked away, stood my ground and let her spray. She shot me, bang, bang, she shot me, she shot me, she shot me, bang, bang, she shot me, she shot me, she shot me, bang, bang, she shot me, she shot me, she shot me, bang, bang. Am I wrong? But what is love without the pain to go along? And what is pain if not the reason for me to sing this song? And this song is for the weak and for the strong, cause I was strong and still she got me, bang bang, she got me, she got me, she got me, bang bang. She was walking around with a loaded shotgun, ready to fire me a hot one. It went bang, 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 straight to my heart. Oh, I could've walked away, stood my ground and let her spray. She shot me, bang, bang, she shot me, she shot me, she shot me, bang, bang, she shot me, she shot me, she shot me, bang, bang, she shot me, she shot me, she shot me, bang, bang.
Seven generations from a dirt road corn crop. Boots ain't ever seen easy street where Skeeter gets slapped about as fast as a star drops. Roots run deep in this family tree. Ooh, bust your ass, still won't make a killing. Ooh, it's a lifestyle, it ain't a living. From the red, white, and blue, flying high at the farm, to the Boone Crockett stud on the wall in the barn, where the magnolias bloom. There's a lamp on the lawn, where your buddy and your both got the name John. In God we trust, Detroit we rust, redneck letter testifying. From the barn in the cut till the day that I'm dust, I'ma stay country or die trying. I don't do much thinking about time in a pine box. Sure as hell God-fearing man from the boondocks. Chisel that shit on my gobblehead stone. Ooh, Bible landing on my neck up on a shelf. Ooh, Daddy prayed for rain, Mama prayed for me to stay out of hell. From the red, white, and blue, flying high at the farm, to the Boone Crockett stud on the wall in the barn, where the magnolias bloom. There's a lamp on the lawn, where your buddy and your both got the name John. In God we trust, Detroit we rust, redneck letter testifying. From the bone in the cut till the day that I'm dust, I'ma stay country or die trying. Baptize me where the water's real muddy. Wash me clean, still come up country. From the red, white, and blue, flying high at the farm, to the Boone Crockett stud on the wall in the barn, where the magnolias bloom. There's a lamp on the lawn, where your buddy and your both got the name John. In God we trust, Detroit we rust, redneck letter testifying. From the bone in the cut till the day that I'm dust, I'ma stay country or die trying. Or die trying.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this edition of Monster Jam Live here in the International Series, where today we are here in Victoria-Gasteiz in Spain for, again, the International Series here is 8 of some of the best drivers around the globe here in the virtual Monster Truck scene will battle it out en route to a spot into the Monster Jam Live World Finals 9 main field. As tonight we got 3 competitions, the first one being our racing competition. See what we have here tonight as, again, the leader of this point series, I believe Trevor Amos in Digatron. However, right behind him is Zach Antizana in Ironman with just 90 points. So, I mean, hey, we got a true battle here for the top of the board. This is not a clear-cut sort of walk-away series for any one of these drivers. They're really going to have to put in 110% here into these remaining events as we wind down the season of Monster Jam Live. Going to get our first set of drivers here to stage. All right, we're back here as we've still yet to get set here with racing. It seems like we are going to have a couple of buy runs here in round number 1, as some of our drivers are still looking for the keys to their rides here. These drivers are going to have to work with a single column hybrid in this sort of Chicago style course here, akin to the arenas, as we are going to get set here for the first race in round number 1, as we have Iron Man and Thor. And it seems like, I'm not sure what happened there with Thor, but it seems like it's going to be an easy win here for the Iron Man. Both drivers, it seems like they got on the line and they gave the thumbs up to the officials. So not sure what's going on there with Thor. John Butler, I forgot to announce the drivers here. It's John Butler that was driving Thor, and of course Zach Antizana in Iron Man. See if up here. In the meantime, we do have Gravedigger and Digatron both moving on to the next round of racing, so that will be our first semifinal race. Gravedigger's Ethan Isaac up against Digatron's Trevor Amos. These remaining races here in round number 1 are going to determine, of course, that second half of the semifinals is going to determine who's going to make that other race. As, yeah, we do have an official call here. It is going to be Iron Man's Zach Antizana moving on to the semifinals, defeating Thor. And we have one more race here to go in round number 1, which is going to be between Megalodon and Black Panther. The winner is going to face Iron Man. But that, you can see that's how our bracket is sort of shaping up here. As we have, of course, one more race to go here in round number 1. Pulling up to the track here, we have Colt Durham behind the wheel of the Black Panther. And he is going to be going up against Ethan Isaac in Gravedigger. Wait, no. Yeah, he's actually going up against E1 Ford and Megalodon. That's the final race right there for round number 1. Is we're going to see who's going to get the win here between Colt and E1. Both of these guys have been running in Monster Jam Live for quite a long time, ever since about season 3 or 4. I can remember these guys competing as they go off the line here. A very tight corner right there from the Black Panther. Colt Durham with a huge lead. And right there, it is going to be Colt Durham punching his ticket into the semifinals. As you can see, the sort of flower lines surrounding these corners here are pretty rectangular, so these drivers are definitely going to be able to cut into those flower lines a bit and really cut as tight as possible to maximize or to minimize the amount of distance to cover. As this is our semifinals right here. Gravedigger going up against JCB Digatron. That's Ethan Isaac and Trevor Amos. And then, of course, we're going to have Zach Antizana going up against Colt Durham, the Iron Man and the Black Panther. Kicking things off right here, he is the points leader of the International Series. It is Trevor Amos in JCB Digatron. And now he's going to be pulling up to the track here. It is Ethan Isaac in the black and green wrecking machine, the Gravedigger. Trevor Amos, I believe statistically the best racer in this series, as he's going up against Ethan Isaac and Gravedigger, one of the most improved drivers, I gotta say, in recent times here in Monster Jam Live. As he's got a shot here to pull off an upset, man, and he's got the chance to play spoiler in this points race as they go off the line. Both drivers really tight around the corners. Trevor with a little bit more mile an hour out of it, though. They're going to come down to the line, and that is going to be Digatron barely. We are going to clear these drivers of any penalties, see if they possibly went through the inflatables or anything. They got real close to the turn poles. Have an official call. It is Trevor Amos in the JCB Digatron moving on to the final round. Second race here in the semifinals. This is going to determine who takes on Trevor in the final round. We have a battle of some Marvel trucks right here. We have the Black Panthers, Colt Durham, going up against Iron Man's Zach Antizana, the guy who's second place in points. Both drivers are getting staged right here. We got a very thick flower line right in the middle of the track to call when these drivers stage and when they finish their passes. As they go off the line, slight hole shot to the Black Panther. Zach with a very tight corner right here. Look at the early entrances he's taking around the turns. They're going to come down to the line, though. It is Colt Durham with more momentum out of the turns. He's going to get the win barely. Zach Antizana was just pushing his truck real hard into the turns, getting a lot of wheel slip. But Colt Durham just able to sort of roll around the corners a bit more, able to etch out the win. And you could see here, JCB Digatron's Trevor Amos took out Ethan Isaac to get to this stage, and Colt Durham took out Ewan Ford in round number 1, and we just saw him take out Zach Antizana in the semifinals to get to this position. Both of these guys here, man, we have Colt Durham in the Black Panther pulling up to the line right now. And he is going to go up against the points leader, Trevor Amos, in the JCB Digatron. Both of these guys look bad fast in the semifinals. This is going to be a very competitive and probably a very close race here. They're going to go off the line. Colt Durham with a slight edge right here. Oh, but that is going to be it right there. The Black Panther goes over. It is Trevor Amos getting the racing victory here in Spain. Tough break there for Colt Durham. As you can see, the JCB Digatron just going to do a moonwalk up on top of the hybrid. There is a short celebration. Trevor Amos in JCB Digatron with 8 points to start off the night. I mean, Trevor Amos, a longtime veteran in Sim Monsters competition, one of the best racers on the entire site. So no shame in losing to this guy, as he's going to extend his points lead And fans, we still have 2 more competitions to go here. Next up, we're going to slow things down a bit, go for our more technical 2-wheel skills challenge. So we'll be back with some more Monster Jam Live action here in Spain.
Let it begin. Push it away, but it's pulling me in. Trying to pretend I'm not aware when I do it again. I know the signs. I see the pattern in front of my eyes. Something inside me open and wide, stretching and coming alive. I can't stop it when it starts. Trying not to fall apart. Building up until it all goes dark. In my head, I can feel it getting closer.
Oh my!
Got it perfectly on the 2 side wheels.
And puts it into a nose pick.
2 side wheels. He is sidewalling it. Hang on, Felipe.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here with some more Monster Jam Live action right here in Spain, right in the city of Victoria-Gasteiz, as we are going to get set for our 2-wheel skills challenge. Each of our competitors here tonight have 2 attempts to lay down the best moves that they could lay down on 2 wheels, or possibly even 1 wheel, if they could get the truck that balanced, as we have a bunch of things that we're looking for here. These drivers, they can execute wheelies, moonwalks, bicycles. And with the obstacles, man, especially with this hybrid, they could execute packs and poppers, skid marks, tombstones off of the 8-pack, maybe even bicycles if they're daring to do so, as we are going to get set here with our 2-wheel skills challenge, a whole variety of things that we could see here out of these guys. And first up, it is going to be John Butler coming out in Thor. Don't get fooled by the maximum destruction cap that he's wearing, as I assure you, you can see him right now. He is in Thor's. He's going to get things started, slides the truck down onto the front 2 tires, holds it on the ramp, and he's going to walk it up. There you go, nice and slow, maintaining that vertical angle. Walking it forward. Now he's going to transition onto the rear 2 tires there, a smooth transition in between moves. Gonna slap it down. There you go. He gets the shift, and he's gonna put it back onto the front 2 tires there in a moonwalk. Turning that axle in the air as well, barely. Just to give the fans a wave here. He's trying to find equilibrium there on the front. Gonna walk it down here. You don't want to oversaturate the move, though. This has been don't get me wrong, a very good run here from John Butler, but you don't want to push the time limit a bit too much. He's gonna try to walk it up a bit forward, and that is exactly what happens right there. That's gonna be it for John Butler. It was a great run, don't tell me, or a great hit for what there was, but unfortunately, he just kind of oversaturated the move there at the end. And he kind of paid the price for it right there, man. Thor is going to come in for John Butler and Thor. It is going to be a 7.443. Of course, that's going to hold him in first place for now. But a beatable score nonetheless, as he was not able to execute both of his maneuvers. Coming up next here, we have Ewan Ford behind the wheel of the Megalodon. With the blue LEDs illuminating that chassis right there. Spin the truck around, of course, to get the lead. Honestly, I mean, these drivers should know that they should just complete 2 successful moves. As we see Ewan Ford going on the front 2 tires. Oh man, a little bit not able to quite settle that thing on the front end, but now he's got it balanced. Walks it back, transitions onto the rear 2s, and he puts it into a wheelie. A 3-piece combination here from the Megalodon. Look at this. Oh, wow. Holding it right on the edge of the ramp, and he's going to walk it over. There he goes. Sets it down. Got one more hit to go here. Of course, John Butler was not able to get to this, so Ewan Ford already giving himself a boost in the scores. He's going to go for the bicycle here. On the right to BKTs. Bish flops it. Oh, he kind of gets into the concrete, but he sets it down. Because that is going to be it there for Ewan Ford in the Megalodon. A solid run. Of course, I'm pretty sure he wanted to keep it off the concrete there. Just kind of ran out of room a bit at the end with the sidewall. Score is coming in, and we have a new leader here in the skills challenge. It is an 8.221 by Ewan Ford in Megalodon. Coming up next year, he was your racing finalist here tonight. It is Colt Durham in the Black Panther. Colt Durham looking to make up the 1 point that he lost in racing here because of the penalty that he got. But look at this man. He's going to try to go for this 8-pack here. Pops it onto the front end. Wow, I thought the ramp was going to be too tall for him to get the truck set up, but he was able to get it. Not able to get it on the sidewall, though, and that is going to be it. Colt Durham, he had a perfect setup right there. He popped it onto the front twos off of that massive 8-pack, but was not able to walk it down the multi-log, not able to set it onto the side. In for the Black Panther. And it is going to be a 5.016, putting Colt Durham into third place. Coming up next here in our skills challenge, it is Trevor Amos in the JCB Digatron. Trevor Amos, the only guy that could go for the triple down here tonight. As again, he's one of the more technical drivers when it comes to specifically this challenge. And you can see him, he's going to go for a skid mark here to start off. Don't usually see drivers execute that. Rests the truck right there on the wheelie bar, and he's going to walk it forwards. Nice and vertical. You can see him maintaining that angle. Walks it across, puts it down onto the front tubes. Great control and balance here displayed by Trevor. You can see him. He's going to walk it back. Oh, as I say that. There you go. He's able to walk it down, though. And improvise a moonwalk off of that sort of reverse somersault off that back roll. He's got one more move to go here in skills. Aiming for the double log jump right here. Backing it all the way to that flower line right there. Seems like he's going to go for a massive sky wheelie. There he goes. Pops the truck up, and he's going to pogo it into a moonwalk. Oh my goodness, rocking the truck back and forth. He's going to end it up on the rear tires now, and he's going to walk it down the stretch. All the way across. You can see him reaching to the corner of the flower line. That is going to be it for the Digatron. Score is in. It is an 8.936 for Trevor Amos in Digatron, and that is going to put him into the lead. Follow up that performance here. We have Ethan Isaac behind the wheel of Gravedigger. Of course, we still have that 9 range here that none of the drivers have really reached up to. And look at this, Ethan. Look at that, bouncing it onto the front two tires. A Cody Saucier-esque moonwalk right there. And he's going to walk it back up. And he's going to put it into a skid mark. A smooth transition there. Going to go for the slap wheelie right there. It goes for the same sort of move that we saw John Butler go for early on in the skills challenge. This time going to make it another bit of a combination right there. Just popping it onto the rear end. as he's got one more move to go. Aiming for the side of the hybrid, he gets the truck onto the sidewalls here. Spins it around. Not able to quite get the fish flop, though. He's going to stop the truck before the wall. Possibly wanted to allow that second hit to kind of, be have a bit more duration to it. Kind of set the truck down just a little bit too quickly. But still, man, he was able to execute both of his moves nonetheless. No flipping over. Score, though, is going to reflect an 8.756 for Ethan Isaac in Gravedigger. And coming up next here, last up for our skills challenge, actually, it is Zach Antazana in Iron Man. Zach is a rookie. I'm pretty sure this is his very first season in Monster Jam Live, and this guy has taken the scene by storm in his two-wheel skill challenge performances. I believe he's actually got a few wins here in this specific competition. He's going to go for that skid mark off of the column. Look at that, waving the front axle, waving those front tires to the fans here. Moonwalk now, holds it right in the middle of the hybrid. Gonna put it, he's gonna actually slap it down. There you go. Nando Martinez-esque slap walk right there on the end of the column, and he's gonna continue to walk the truck. He walks it up the ramp now. And he's going to hold it nice and firm. Right on the flower line as well. Again, you don't want to oversaturate the move here. We saw what happened with John Butler, and it seems like the Iron Man, it just seems like Zachy tried to add something just a little bit extra to the move there, but it did not work out. As we saw, these drivers, they have to kind of understand, when to set the move down when the time comes. You don't want to overdo it, as you don't want to get overzealous. As next up here, he's going to go for the side of the hybrid. We haven't seen anyone cross-thread the hybrid throughout tonight. He's going to pop the truck onto the front twos. Seems like he's adjusting the truck here. He's turning it without using any sort of chassis part or anything like that. He's going to hold it right on the edge of the ramp, puts it on one tire for a moment. Oh, on the rear end now. He's able to get a wheelie out of that. Spins it around now on the floor. And he's going to set the truck down right there. That's going to be it for Zach Antazana and Iron Man. Interesting to see how the judges sort of interpret that performance there from Zach Antazana. But tell you what, man, he tried to bring things to the table that we haven't seen anyone else do all throughout the night. Especially with the that moonwalk off the side of the hybrid, cross-threading pod. As the score is coming in, it is an 8.811 for Zach Antazana and Iron Man, putting him into second place. Meaning that your winner here in the Skills Challenge, going for the double down here tonight, it is Trevor Amos in JCB Digatron. Another 8 points added to his name. Now the pressure is on for Trevor Amos to go for three, just sweep the entire competition here tonight. As fans, that has been it here for our first two competitions here. We will be back after this very short intermission break for the ultimate competition of tonight, which is Monster Jam Live Freestyle. So folks, you don't want to turn off the stream here because we have a lot more action to come for you here in Spain.
This world's been changing, but these folks around here, they ain't been. They all still windshield waving when they slow rolling past. We could live a little higher on the hog, but I don't think that we'd be no better off. Not everybody got that spot out in the 40. Some 10-point, but they shine, hanging like a velvet trophy. Fridays in parking lots, outside of somewhere holy. Not everybody likes this kind of life, but we do, don't we? Still working hard like my daddy told me. Still keeping low key, still riding high behind them low beams. If be simple, but these 2 lanes, they're my temple. And that river rolling gentle, wash my worries away. I used to hate it, but I travel lots of pavement, and there ain't no better places at the end of the day. So I pass the plate and thank the Lord he put me here, and pray that towns like mine don't ever disappear. Not everybody got that spot out in the 40. Some 10-point, but they shine, hanging like a velvet trophy. Fridays in parking lots, outside of somewhere holy. Not everybody likes this kind of life, but we do, don't we? Still working hard like my daddy told me. Still keeping low key, still riding high behind them low beams. If you don't know about this nowhere, you don't know me. Not everybody thinks we got it made, but we do, don't we? But we do, don't we? Not everybody takes off their hat, stands for the flag that them boys overseas got on their sleeves. Not everybody dies where they're born, takes a field full of corn and turns it into whiskey. Say it with me, yeah, we do, don't we? Not everybody got that spot out in the 40. Some 10-point, but they shine, hanging like a velvet trophy. Fridays in parking lots, outside of somewhere holy. Not everybody likes this kind of life, but we do, don't we? Still working hard like my daddy told me. Still keeping low key, still riding high behind them low beams. If you don't know about this nowhere, you don't know me. Not everybody thinks we got it made, but we do, don't we? Not everybody got that spot out in the 40. Fridays in parking lots, outside of somewhere holy. Not everybody likes this kind of life, but we do, don't we?
My brain is a one-way train and I'm about to ride it out. Octane running through these veins, burning all my fears down. Today, yeah, the cycle breaks. It's time to change the rules now. Here I go. Here I go. Adrenaline, yes, like a drug. The more you taste, can't get enough. The more you taste, can't get enough. Get enough. Can you feel the rush taking over all your senses? Can you feel the rush break?
Can he save it? Bring it back. That's the save. Another massive leap. And here we go. Oh my goodness.
Hey, Gert.
Yo, we are back here for freestyle on Monster Jam Live here in Victoria-Gasteiz as we are going to get set with our competition here. Each of these drivers tonight will have, I believe, 75 seconds to lay down the best freestyle that they possibly could. This is the sort of criteria that we have here on the board, as each driver must fill 15 seconds to qualify for a score. Everyone is limited to 1 mini flip off of the 8-pack. And of course, in these 75 seconds, we're looking to see these drivers use all of the obstacles on this hybrid, execute creative, clean, calculated technical moves, and of course, execute some wow factors, whether that be just getting a lot of height and distance off the obstacles or doing things that we haven't seen all throughout the night. As we're going to get set for our first driver to come out here on the track, and it is going to be Ewan Ford in Megalodon. Pretty big space here that these drivers have to work with, although you don't want to keep it off the concrete ideally. It does kind of limit space just a little bit here, but again, a lot of room for these drivers to sort of work around the track, get a lot of momentum, and put that speed into the obstacles. As we're seeing Ewan Ford just kind of with a single log. Up and over the column right there. He's going to put the truck into another bit of a nose wheelie right there. Oh, gets a sky wheelie off the 8-pack. He's barely able to save it. Puts it into a slap wheelie, actually. That was pretty cool. Goes for a reverse move. We usually don't see a lot of reverse moves just straight up and down like that, but E1 Ford bringing some things to the competition we have not seen. There he goes, sets the truck down after that sort of moonwalk attempt here, and that is going to be it for the Megalodon. Fills the clock with some donuts, and a solid run all around for E1 Ford. Going to see what the score is going to be for Ewan. I tell you what, I do think that he could have possibly improved here on the momentum just a little bit, because we did see him get caught up just a little bit in certain spots in the run. As the score will reflect, it is an 8.315. That's going to put E1 Ford on top of the board for now. But of course, there's definitely some room for some drivers. There's definitely some room for the drivers to work with here as we continue this freestyle competition. Coming up second here for freestyle, it is John Butler behind the wheel of Thor. He's gonna be swinging that hammer. I just saw someone walking on the track there. Hopefully that was an official just keeping himself safe as he is gonna start off his run, threading the needle between the tires. He gets a flat spin actually, and that is probably, yeah, that's gonna be it right there. No score for John Butler and Thor. A very ambitious start right there. Ends up not on all fours right there. He actually ends up just turtling the truck over.
Oh my God! Come on!
As we're going to see the score, or actually no, we're not going to see a score here for John Butler. Tough break. E1 Ford in the Megalodon still going to hold on to the lead here. As coming up next here, we have Colt Durham behind the wheel of the Black Panther. Aiming for the double log here to get things started, and he's going to start off with a big launch right there. Nice downside using that column. Oh man, he barely keeps it off the wall. I think that was some good driving right there to keep it off. Huge sky wheelie off the 8-pack. He's going to pogo the truck right there on the top. Kind of hikes up a little bit there. Actually, that actually set him up for a nice cross thread over the column. We don't usually see drivers attack the column out of that sort of angle. Flipping it right there into the front side and just gliding the truck in the air. Does that the same thing right there on the other side. Colt Durham, he has something that he does in his freestyles, that he approaches obstacles in very unconventional ways and makes it work. Goes for the consecutive and he barely gets it. Yes, he's able to land it. 30 seconds to go here for Colt Durham in the Black Panther. He's going to go off the tires with it for a huge sky wheelie. Pogos it right there on the end. Gonna cross thread the 8-pack now. Oh my goodness. And that is gonna be it right there for the Black Panther. 12 seconds to go there on the run. A very fast-paced performance there from Colt Durham. He was approaching things in all sorts of different unique ways that we wouldn't usually see a driver approach these obstacles in, at least in a normal arena here. Them out with the scores here as we're going to see what the Black Panther will receive. And the score is going to be an 8.225 for Colt Durham and the Black Panther. That's going to put him right into second place. Of course, filling the clock here always has been a #1 priority when it comes to scoring in Monster Jam Live. So again, you just kind of see the significance of being able to do that, show complete control over the truck for all 75 seconds. As we see here, Ethan Isaac is coming out in Gravedigger. Again, one of the more improved drivers in the Monster Jam scene. Oh my goodness, I don't even know if that's legal, but he did it anyways. That's one way to start your freestyle. He's going to whip the truck around and go for that single log with some more even huge air.
On the day I was born,
There you go, a little bit of a whip right there going off at the tires, keeping up a lot of momentum. This is the thing about Ethan, man. Keeps up a lot of floor speed and a lot of high energy throughout his performances, and that is exactly what you want to see. Doesn't ever have any sort of lulls in his performances. He's really airing this thing out here, just flat landing it on the concrete floor. Not even trying to downside it or, you know, try to go for any sort of calculated sort of landings here. He's just kind of skying the truck out, getting a lot of air. I would like to see just maybe a little bit more control. He's going to go for the 8-pack, a huge rotation, and he downsides the lip right there. There you go, a clean backflip right there for Ethan. Oh, not sure what the plan was there. He's going to sidewall it on top of the hybrid. He's going to bring it back on all fours right there. Not sure why he just decided to whip the truck into the side of the hybrid like that, but nonetheless, keeping things moving here. He's got time for maybe one more hit. And that is going to be it right there for Ethan Isaac. He's going to end the runoff with a moonwalk. And a little bit airborne right there with the front two tires. And that is going to be it for the Gravedigger. Let's see what the score is going to be here for Ethan Isaac and Gravedigger. And the score is going to be an 8.505 for Ethan Isaac. That's going to put him into first place. Again, although there may have been some funny moments in the run, although the main thing to take away was just the high speed and the intensity that he kept up throughout the entire performance. And of course, using all of the hybrid, executing a clean 8-pack as well, hitting all the marks. As to follow up that performance is Zach Antizana in Ironman. Look at him just drifting around the hybrid. Look at him really showing off his truck here to the fans here in Spain as he's going to start things off on the tires. Goes for the single log. There you go, nice launch right there. Not too hard of a landing. He's just able to kind of soak it up and keep going. Huge sky wheelie, pogos it right there on the column. Whips it around. Oh man, look at that. A huge launch right there. He downsides the end or the side of that hybrid as he comes off of that 8-pack. Bit of a combination right there, using the lips on top of the hybrid to his advantage as he's setting up for the 8-pack. Goes for the mini flip. A huge rotation. He's going to be able to land it right there in a forward momentum fashion. 30 seconds to go here for the Ironman so far. Very solid performance here from Zach Antizana, trying to match the momentum in the air. Goes for a cross thread. Kept it on that right rear tire for just a moment. Spreads the needle between those two tires. Again, goes for another huge launch. Oh man, he's going to try to donut it. Oh, and that is going to be it right there for the Ironman. He's going to be able to save it right here. Awkward move right there to end off the run, but nonetheless able to bring the truck back on all fours at least. As let's see what the score is going to be for Zach Antizana in Ironman. Score is coming in, and we have a new leader here in the freestyle competition with an 8.846 is Zach Antizana in Ironman. He said we have one more competitor to go here in freestyle. And of course, if you've been keeping up with the entirety of the show tonight, you would know this is the only guy who could triple down. It is Trevor Amos in JCB Digatron. Trevor Amos takes a bit more of a calculated, more technical approach to freestyles, and it's honestly something that I could personally respect a lot as a driver in this scene. As you can see him right there, starts the runoff. Nice smooth jump right there going up and over that single log. Oh my goodness, Hofen dives it right there. That was pretty cool, arcing the truck in the air. Using the brake check to his advantage to sort of manipulate the angle that the truck would land at. Huge sky wheelie right there. Didn't even get much of a setup to it either. He was just kind of sent it right in there. And got a clean execution. Aims for the 8-pack here. Oh, man. Lands it hard on the nose, and that is going to be it for Trevor Amos with 40 seconds to go. He filled 35 seconds on the clock, so he will be getting a score. Tough break, though, for Trevor Amos, under-rotating that mini-flip. Score is coming in for Trevor Amos in the JCB Digatron. Unfortunately, it is a 5.523, putting him into 5th place. And fans, that means that winning the freestyle competition here tonight, it is going to be Zach Antizana in Ironman, adding 8 points to his name here en route to the overall event championship. A great showing here from Zach Antizana, pulling off a whole sort of different, whole sorts of unique moves here in the freestyle competition, earning him that win. And we do have an overall event champion to crown, though, at the end of it all. And this guy, you can see he got 8 points in racing, 8 points in skills, with 4 points in freestyle. He still gets the overall event championship with 20 out of 24 possible points. It is Trevor Amos in JCB Digatron. Trevor Amos will extend his points lead over Zach Antizana, who, by the way, got 19 points here tonight. So both drivers will only be walking away with a 3-point gap as we enter next week's competition of the International Series. Fans, I have been Brandon Adam calling the action here in Spain. This has been a very eventful show here, as we still got more Monster Jam Live action to go tomorrow. We are going to be taking the floor here. I believe it is in New Orleans, Louisiana, Stadium Tour East. We'll be attacking the track, and then, of course, Arena Championship Series East. So, fans, again, I'm Brandon Adam. This has been Monster Jam Live here from Spain.